Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Tim Kelly of The Real Sports Talk along with Justin Godsey of the Nation Sports Blog. Thank you for tuning in. Justin is here with us because we are recapping UFC 154. While I watched it, I'm still pretty new to UFC, so I'll bring in someone who's a bit more of an expert than me. Justin, what's going on, man?
Doing good, man. UFC 154, a pay-per-view. Once that hits the shelves for purchase on DVD, I'm going to be the first person to buy this because, you know what, this event was awesome, really entertaining from the prelims on Facebook and YouTube all the way up to the main card on pay-per-view. Awesome card. Can't wait to rewatch it again, my friend.
Alright, so let's set the stage for the big fight of the night. It was in Montreal, close to where George St. Pierre is from. St. Pierre, the 28-year-old, is coming off an ACL tear, rehabbing from that. He's fighting Carlos Condit. What we basically did was we went through each round and wrote down some notes and basically declared who we had as a winner. In the first round, I had George St. Pierre. It wasn't, he didn't destroy Condit, but I had George St. Pierre. Round two, George St. Pierre bloodied Condit with an elbow to the side of his head. Condit was rolling around in blood. It was not pretty. After the second round, he came up with his hands up to show that he was still good. He came back out in the third round and looked strong early on. He got a big kick to the head of St. Pierre. St. Pierre goes down, but the one thing that St. Pierre was able to do in this fight was get out of holes. When Condit went down, he was down for pretty much the whole round. The one time that St. Pierre went down, pretty much the only time in this entire match that Condit looked like he was winning, St. Pierre got out within a reasonable amount of time. Condit was not able to do that. In the fourth round, GSP absolutely dominated. And then the fifth round, GSP had Condit bleeding again, pretty much rolling around in a pool of his own blood. I mean, Justin and I are big sports fans, but we're talking about how it's not exactly exciting. Well, it's exciting, but at the same time, it's pretty gross at the same time to watch someone rolling around in a pool of their own blood. So I have GSP winning 4 out of the 5 rounds, Justin. He ends up winning the match. What do you think about this?
This bout was awesome. I would like to correct you, Tim. Carlos Condit's 28, GSP's 31. But this bout was awesome. Carlos Condit, when you saw the Trump study where they came out, they were all white. He leaves the ring, blood red. The blood was just a big factor in this. GSP, when he laid that elbow right into the side of the head of Carlos Condit, it looked like it was just a little hit that he can, once the end of the bout was, at the end of the round was over, he could have gone back to the side, get that ready. But you know what? GSP just went back to work, hitting down on the side of his head, made that little gash on the side of his head more into a factor throughout the whole match. Like you said, he was rolling around the pool of his own blood. It got me a little queasy at times because you know what? You can just see the way that GSP is just smearing and rolling the head of Carlos Condit around the match, just smearing that own blood. It got me a little queasy. But you know what? Going beyond this bout, you got to look at the future right now because on the undercard, the co-main event of the evening, which was Martin Kampmann and Johny Hendricks, that bout lasted all of about, 50-something seconds, and Johny Hendricks just comes in. It was a little action here and there, but at the end, 50 seconds into the bout, it was already over. Now you're looking beyond into the future for GSP. Who's he going to take on? Anderson Silva was in attendance tonight. He had one of his fighters who was fighting earlier in the night. He was in there helping him. Once the round was over, he was in the ring, cooling him off, getting ready for the next round. He was there. Now, you got to look at it. Anderson Silva, pre-fight, Carlos Condit, GSP, he talked about saying, I would like to get into the ring with GSP, as Anderson Silva was next ringside of this bout, looking on. You can see him on the right or on the left-hand corner of your screen throughout the bout. Now, I'm looking at this, who should get the title shot. You know what, I'm really excited to see if this really does happen. Anderson Silva moving up in weight to take on GSP. I would really love to see that. But you got to go with the guy who pretty much won the #1 contender shot, and that's Johny Hendricks. And then the winner of that between Hendricks and GSP should go on to face Anderson Silva sometime maybe in, I don't know, maybe in August of 2013, and we'll just have to wait and find out. But you know what? I love this bout. This bout was amazing. Like I said, I'm going to go out and buy UFC 154 on DVD once it hits the shelves. I love this fight. This is going to be on UFC Reloaded, Fuel TV, anything that UFC has. They should start their own network because you know what? This is a bout probably going to be the bout of the year because you know what? This bout was just amazing.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed, so with Silva up on the screen watching the entire fight, Silva versus GSP, that'd probably make more money than Johny Hendricks versus GSP.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that will be on the card of that'll be a great bout to watch. But you know what? You gotta look at it. I mean, Anderson Silva still has a title to defend. Johny Hendricks, this guy has just moved up in the ranks so quickly that you know what, GSP has got to watch out because Johny Hendricks, this guy has just a dominating knockout punch that he has got to be aware of. But you know what, Martin Kampmann, Johny Hendricks, that bout, like I said, lasted just about 50 seconds. But you got to go with the guy who won the #1 contender spot. And that bout, over the time that this whole pay-per-view was getting hyped up, this bout had title shot implications on it. So you gotta live up to what a lot of people have been saying. Johny Hendricks said, even after he won the fight, saying, "Let me have this title shot. I am ready for GSP. He's ready for Condit on whoever would win out of this bout." GSP being the winner of tonight's bout between Condit. You gotta go with Johny Hendricks to fight GSP first, and then if GSP knocks off Johny Hendricks, or Johny Hendricks knocks off GSP, which will be something that'll be really interesting. Maybe then we'll start talking about Anderson Silva getting in the mix and getting a shot at that welterweight title shot.
Certainly an interesting night. Great bout here. There's nothing we don't cover on the Real Sports Talk. We might mostly cover NBA, NFL, and MLB, but we've covered soccer, Olympics, UFC, and pretty much any sport we're going to be here to cover for it. Justin, great job. Great night here on UFC 154 from Montreal. I'm Tim Kelly. He's Justin. Check out therealsportstalk.com, my site. Check out his site, thenationsportsblog.com. Follow me on Twitter at CashKelly_TRST, KASHKelly_TRST, and follow Justin at @TheJustinGodsey, and we'll catch you guys.
UFC 155 is around the corner, guys. Cain Velasquez versus Junior Dos Santos. Rematch for the World Heavyweight title, guys.
We'll see you guys later.